Hi there, today we're looking at the Volkswagen Golf 2023 model, which is absolutely loaded with awesome technology. Here's the keys to start with. Now you'll notice first of all, when I say keys, that's probably not the right word anymore. Really, it's a fob. There is no key. So we'll unlock it. Check out the side mirror. Okay, in we hop, and this is where this magnificent dashboard comes in. Okay, so check this out. It's a virtual display. Well, so check that out. We've got this animated display here, no analog dials. It's a digital screen, another screen there. But over here we've got our auto buttons, auto lights, also I understand auto wipers. There's two USB-C chargers here. There's also another two in the back for the passengers. It has a wireless charger here for your phone. Little cup holder which can handle different size cups, a extra plug there as well. But let's turn it on. So the keys there. Here's how we turn it on. As long as the key's nearby, it'll happily burst into life. So check this out. First of all, this is the infotainment unit, and we've got a great little choice of options. We can slide through it. Some really cool stuff, a lot of settings. You'll notice the slide controls for the climate and for the volume and passenger climate. Of course, we can do more. If I click the climate button, we can actually have smart climate options. Then, of course, we've got our regular classic climate options. There's an air care option, which if you turn this on, it'll filter all the fine dust and pollen out of the air inside the vehicle. So over here we've got this really cool display as well. So on the steering wheel we've got these controls. We can go up and down and change settings. So if I use this button, the up and down, we can go to different options here in the middle. If I were to change view, we can cycle through different views, different ways of representing things. I like the analog looking dials. Some people might not be so keen on that sort of skeuomorphism, but I like that. And you can see we've got a lot of info. We can see what gear we're in, we can see the revs per minute, the fuel gauge, the distance till empty, kilometre, speedo, temperature, time. You can change these. If we use this for the left and this for the right, we can then cycle through a bunch of different options as well. So we can see what consumption is, average consumption, and gear stick, and all sorts of different things as well. There we go, you can have a permanent fuel gauge or whatever, or see consumption. So anyway, I think that's pretty cool. I like it on fuel gauge. You might like something else. Similarly, over on the right, push this button and it's the same. You can go through different things. These are different options. So audio and telephone, and temperatures and navigation if you want. If you're using the navigation built into car. Yeah, there we go. Route guidance not available. Though it was active, which makes sense because I'm not going anywhere. Again, I like speed. You might like something else. But anyway, I think that's cool. Now, you'll also see this one here. This shows you how close you are to other cars, and this actually has some really cool technology. This car as well. It'll sense if you're going over the lane or onto the shoulder, and it'll gently nudge you back in. It has an adaptive cruise control, so not only can you set speed to something you want, but it will tell if you're getting too close to the car in front. It'll reduce your speed if you're approaching the car in front. It'll also sense if you've lost control of the car, like if you're not responding, it'll try to wake you up and shake you, and eventually it'll pull over and slow down and stop as well. The doors and things like that. So it's got some really amazing safety features. But over here, of course, so we do have navigation built into this particular model. I usually worry about that built into the cars because past experience shows that the car dealers may not always keep it up to date. In this case, I feel a bit more confident about that with Volkswagen because this infotainment unit is across their whole line. But also as well, it doesn't matter because you have full CarPlay or Android Auto. Okay, here we go. So we've connected to my phone using CarPlay. You can see as well that my phone here, it's not plugged into anything. The VW here has wireless CarPlay, so I can actually sit my phone in there and let it charge as well wirelessly. There we go, see, charging the mobile device. So all I've done is just slip my phone there. It's charging, it's connected to the car via CarPlay. If I push this menu button, I can go back to the car navigation, and so I can choose the radio and things like that. Oops, I selected car settings. Here we go, radio media. So I can use all the car's options, including its own navigation. Check out the vehicle things, like this is pretty cool as well. You can check tyre pressure and you look at your data and see interior and exterior stuff. It's really cool. See what my stats are since it was last refueled. But if I choose to push CarPlay, then of course I go to my phone and its apps, so I can see the time on it and my battery level and signal. But if I push this, I will get I'll get a list of some of my favourite places, my map, but also some my own apps and my own phone information. I can see my own calendar and my own music and listen to my own podcasts, and I've got 3 teams message since we've been here, but also any other apps that I have on my phone that work with CarPlay will show up here. So as you can see, various collaboration apps, various music apps, audio book apps, parking, plug share for electric vehicles, not this car. Anyway, so this is really cool. So I can quite easily go into Apple Music and look at my own library, or look at Apple's music options, look at Apple's radio options, all sorts of things while we're looking at while we're driving. Okay, so that's a lot of tech here. It's really cool. So this display is awesome. The way it wraps around the driver is great as well. The wireless charging, the 2 USB-C ports there, an extra power port here, 2 USB-C ports in the back. Just a fantastic, awesome car all around. But also, it feels really great to drive. The way this hugs corners and the way it gently nudges you in if you go over the lines. We've got overtaking indicators on the side, or blind spot indicators I should say, if somebody's approaching you or going over your blind spot. I really like the buttons being labelled here. I've had enough of cars where you've got buttons to turn the lights on, you don't have a clue what they actually do. See this little mirror light turns on if you open the mirror. If I shut the mirror, it goes off. There's a lot of cool stuff in this car, really awesome. Love it. So that's the VW Golf 2023 model. There's just so many buttons, so many features that you can see. The smart exit parking indicators as well, shows you all sorts of things, helps you park. A lot of assistance features, so the overtaking one, the adaptive cruise control, the warning if you're there, even things to tell if you're active and alert or not. That's the thing I mentioned, where it'll generally try to pull you over off-road if you're not responding. But anyway, so there's so many options, so many things you can play with in this car. It's just fantastic, and such a variety of entertainment options as well. Anyway, so that's the Volkswagen Golf 2023 model. Love it.